Another two shops on the journey. Another one bites the dust. Brunch box is gone. So we're here in Carlisle today, in the stunning city of Carlisle. Beautiful cathedral, beautiful castle. We'll take a look in a bit later in the video with that. But is it closing down? Or is it about to get a revamp? Here we go, back again with another video, and today we're in the city of Carlisle. We're going to look at the old courthouse here at Carlisle. I'm going to show you the shops that are closed down around it. And I've got a special guest who will explain what's happening around this area that's going to make it so much better. It's not all doom and gloom here in Carlisle City. Citadel or courthouses. Walking down English Street. Some absolutely fantastic looking buildings down here. I'm going to show you a few now. But we're going to show you a load of shops closed down. And we'll explain later on the reasons why. Look at that. Really good grand old buildings down here on English Street. That is going to be turning into a spa, apparently a spa in the future. All the shops down here are all closed down on English Street. Millet's outdoor shops closed. There was only British Heart Foundation open. And remember Woolworths? Who can remember Woolworths? That has been closed a long time. This has been empty for a long time. Armed Forces Careers is open. And this shop's relocating. As it may have been forced to move on. And as you can see, all these shops have closed down. And here's the other side of Woolworths right here. There we go, Woolworths. But later on in the video, we'll explain why. There's lots of shops booming down here. But we've got 1, 2, and Jeans, Gloria Jeans Coffee's closed down 3 in a row. Another shop for sale here in Carlisle, down by English Street. So walking away from English Street, there's lots of monk tunnels underneath the ground. We'll explain later on what's happening to them. Another place to let here down in English Street, which heads all the way down to the busy square here in Carlisle, to indoor shopping centres, marketplaces. We're going to show you shops are open and shops that are closing down or already closed down. Another two shops on the journey. Go outdoors, there's many of the shops that do well. Always plenty of charity shops. Down here on English Street, in this car-free zone, there's lots of shops that are actually doing quite well still. Bank Street, just off where the buskers are, plenty of shops open down here in Carlisle. Still hit 1 or 2 places though. And owners are offering help to anybody who wants to start out. Rent reduced will split. You can split the rent in retail outlets like this. Bit of initiative. Even in a thriving place like this, there's still shops that feel the pinch and have to close down. Even House of Fraser are finding it hard to survive. Closing down sale. Looks very sad. Let's have a look at this. It's not open today, it's closed today here in Carlisle, House of Fraser. Let's have a look. The store will be closing in May 2024. No, House of Fraser is still open. It's still open until May. Get yourself along for a bargain. 20% off full price here at House of Fraser. Everything must go. That just shows you how many times I've been in House of Fraser. I did not know it housed loads of designer clothes outlets, loads of different brands like Boss, Calvin Klein. I had no idea whatsoever. And a bit of Ralph Lauren. Even with 20% off, still too much for me. Can't afford any of that stuff. Another one bites the dust. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's new places like this one, Bordeaux Lounge, which has just recently opened up here in Carlisle. But it's great to see small businesses like this doing well. That's what first-hand experience. A nice breakfast in there. Oh, the Crown and Mitre Hotel. Looks a damn fine establishment. Very nice indeed. But the shop there, Lakeland's Gifts, it's feeling the pinch. Another one bites the dust. I think I've counted 3 Costa Coffees thriving here in Carlisle, but 2 more bite the dust. Here at Lowther Street, 2 massive establishments, premises to let, 2 of them, and over the road, there's a couple closed down. No idea what that was. All that was, both closed down. But here outside the Lanes Shopping Centre, this one, I think, used to be Tony and Guy, possibly. No idea what it was. That's closed down as well. And there's a couple more inside. That one there, and a one next door. To let, on the journey. Inside the shopping centre, 2 let. Another one bites the dust. And the one next door is exactly the same. 2 let as well. 2 closed down. And then we have this big establishment gone, and the one on the end too. There's lots starting to close down, even inside shopping centres like this. Busy Greg's, and then another failed business. Just up from Derriman's, another closed shop, and another closed shop. Claire's doing well, but this one's not. So here we have a massive Debenhams closed down. And I think this has been closed down since about January 2022. Bought out online by Boohoo. Went in administration in 2019. Debenhams. Nothing has taken its place here in Carlisle just yet. What a waste. Right next to Debenhams we have a Peter Jackson shop. That's closed down as well. The Jewellers. Does anybody know what's happened to the Jewellers Peter Jackson? Has it just moved because it's not viable now? Nobody really comes in this part of the shopping centre with Debenhams closed down, not bringing the trade in. So was it viable for these to move somewhere else, or has this gone into administration as well? I'm not quite sure. Another place bites the dust. So there we go, Debenhams bought online by Boohoo back in about 2022, and all the retail shops all closed down. We all know Wilco's has gone the journey. Tasker and Shaw's gone as well. One business's loss is somebody else's gain. Let's check out the indoor market hall. Straight away we see 1, 2, 3 shops gone the journey. Wilco's is gone, but TK Maxx still doing really well. Carlisle Market. Fruit and veg doing well. Plenty of little market stalls closed down in here, but there's 1 or 2 thriving and doing okay. Benson's Fruit and Veg, lovely woman owns that, doing really well. I'm pleased for her. There's lots of quiet places here in the market hall. Lots of quiet outlets closed down. This is absolutely derelict and bare all the way down the front here. It is a shame to see. Once every single one of these stalls were open, every single one. But like I said, there's a few doing really well, and long may it continue for them. So here in the market hall, lots of places closed down, lots of little stores closed down, but there's 1 or 2 doing well. And what on earth was this shop? It's definitely closed down and gone the journey, hasn't it? Locked up for business. Opposite this stunning cathedral, and we'll take a look inside in a minute. There's a massive shop closed down. I have no idea what this was. Someone let me know on Castle Street what used to own the premises of this shop. And there's more closed down the road as well. I think another 2 or 3. That's closed down. Or is it open? I'm not quite sure what that is. That one's gone the journey as well. Another one bites the dust. Lovely buildings up there, absolutely fantastic buildings. But look at these 2 shops. Like most places to let. Cathedral, absolutely stunning. So there we go. I would say 3/4 of the indoor market stalls are closed down. I would say 1/3 of the inside indoor shopping centres closed down. And lots of shops all around the place closed down. But there's lots of businesses doing well. And is it about to get a facelift? Is it about to get a revamp? Is it about to become booming? I've got a local cabbie. I'm going to have a chat with him now. He's going to let you know what's going on around the courthouse at Carlisle and how things will be looking up very shortly. Let's go and have a chat. So if you're enjoying the video right now, before we talk to Mac and Cabbie, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I hope you liked me stealth video I did the other day. We'll be doing some more stealth videos in the future. I don't know when. Keno wants to be out and about with a stealth video as well, so me and Keno will be out stealthing around somewhere. I really enjoyed it. I'll do all sorts in this channel because I'm enjoying life at the moment. Hey, today with Stuart. We're in the historic city of Carlisle, and Stuart's going to talk a little bit about just outside the railway station. There's an old courthouse, listed building from the very olden days. He's going to explain what's going on because a lot of shops have closed down around this area, and we're talking about shops closing down, but it's all going to be revamped. Hey Stuart, how are you doing?
How are you doing, Terry? All right, mate.
Nice
Good
one,
to see
long time.
you. Yeah.
No see.
Nice to see
First
you,
time
mate.
I've ever seen you ever.
A familiar face, absolutely.
Fellow Sunderland fan, own YouTube channel called Mac and Cabbie.
That's the one.
That's the one. Pop over if you're into Sunderland and subscribe to the channel. But this is Mads Out and About, and today we're talking about Carlisle. So Stuart, give us a bit of information to do with he said there's monks sort of tunnels under all these roads, and they were kind of collapsing a little bit.
Yeah. There's loads of underground monks tunnels goes back from centuries and centuries. No, obviously it's also a Roman city and all. But yeah, there's a huge revamp of the city centre. This has been in the plan for years. This has, and what it is basically is a lot of the buses that keep stopping in the city centre, the parking on top, where the weak points are, where these tunnels are,
right, yeah.
Terry, and it's causing bits of sinkage, and it's weak underneath, and we get that much rain in Carlisle.
Right, how you do, right?
It's leaking underground and it's getting into some of the electrics. And one of the roads, especially Devonshire Street, was constantly having power cuts. Right. So they've killed two birds with one stone, as well as they're doing a refurbishment of the university.
Is that English Street?
That's English Street, yeah.
English Street, yeah.
They thought they're going to bring it into one lane in the middle, so therefore the buses, when they're going to stop to pick and drop people off, they're not on top of the underground tunnels, because they can't do anything with the tunnels. They're all listed and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, English Street, the viaduct, and Devonshire Street, and even the train station is just getting a complete makeover. As we speak, they've knocked down a huge Staples shop. They're currently knocking down the swimming baths behind us. Right. Because what's going to happen there is that's going to be a massive car park. That's going to be an overflow, because when the trains are off or when they're on strike, which there are a lot of, this train station car park's tiny, and what happens is you get two coaches in and you cannot move. Yeah. You can't move in here. So
that building over there, what they're doing with that building, Stuart?
That building now, the courts, I believe that's all going to be part of the uni. It's going to be part of like the campus. I think they're going to be putting like accommodations and things like that in part of it. It's all going to come all the way along here.
Did you say it was medical or something for something?
Medical students, yeah. Medical University of Cumbria, yeah. It's going to be the university for medicals. We've already got two unis. We've got the Art University, which is up Brampton Road, and then we've got like just the normal university on Fusel Street. But this one's going to be the main one.
That makes sense, because all the shops, Woolworths and all the shops, there's only one shop open. It's a charity shop, so they're keeping those closed on purpose because of the change. They're going to some sort of glass front, you were saying?
Yeah, because it's a listed building. It's all sandstone and that. They can't demolish it for obvious reasons, but they're going to be putting a lovely glass front on. It's going to look smart, Terry, when it gets done. It's going to look smart.
Yeah, it's Stu, that's tremendous.
In the middle, like I say, in the middle bit, it's going to be all trees and shrubs. It's a complete different look to as you see. We're still keeping the buildings, of course, like you say, but it's going to be completely different. It's just going to be nicer, better eye candy to look at. Yeah. You know, and
I mean, when you're walking around, it looks a bit depressing at the moment because all the shops are closed down. You think the place is falling to bits. But when you hear what they're going to do with the revamping the place, it seems promising for the future.
It's the transition stage, Terry. Yeah. I mean, at the minute, it looks like a building site on halfway St. Pet when you walk around it and stuff. But it's in the process of being transformed. And it'll look really, really good. There's a few locals have disapproved, but you're always going to get that, aren't you?
So it's not all doom and gloom at all, is it?
No, not at all. It is going to look really, really smart once it's done. They're doing it in stages, of course. It's going to take time. And the reason why it's taken 6 months to do a little street, because Devonshire Street is small, is because there's a majority of the work is underground, protecting those monks' tunnels.
Yeah, monks' tunnels everywhere.
So they're strengthening them.
Yeah.
They're looking after them. So a lot of the work was underground first.
Yeah.
Because when you think of it, it's not going to take long to redo the surface and put some park benches and trees.
Exactly,
it's the underground which is taking time.
That's tremendous information, Stuart. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
There is plans online to look at as well of all the changes and transformation and that, and like I said, the train station's all going to get revamped. It's a big project.
It is, yeah.
It's a massive project, and it's going to take a few years. But if anybody's coming into Carlisle and they say, "Oh my God, it looks depressing, this building's that, and look at that building shutting down," it's temporary. It's in the transition period. It's like you coming in from work and you're taking off all your mucky clothes and you're going to put a suit on when you're going out. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing, you know. It just, once it starts taking shape, you'll start to see the difference.
Right, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for the information, Stuart.
You're welcome, Terry.
The Macklem Cabby, he's off around doing more service runs at the moment, are you?
Absolutely, all
busy?
over the place. Just stowed off. The buses aren't running very good. The trains are just hit and miss. Taxis are the number one transport at the moment.
I suppose when you've got a university city like this, the students bring a lot to the city. Keeps
well,
it busy, doesn't it?
I've just took 3 medical students to Dalbeatty, up Scotland.
Up Scotland, well, can you run it?
That's a good start.
Happy days. Right, cheers, mate. Thank you.
No problem, mate. You're welcome.
No
problem, mate. No problem.
Well, thank you, Macklem Cabby. Very interesting. So a lot of places closing down in Carlisle, but a lot of places are going to be revamped, opened up, have a lovely facelift, and the future could be bright. Let's go and take a look in this stunning cathedral. Wow, look at this. Founded in 1133. This absolutely amazing cathedral. Absolutely beautiful. So this cathedral began in 1122 during the reign of King Henry I. In 1133, this church, once church, was raised to the status of cathedral. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful everywhere you look. And just take a look at that. Wow. So if you're in Carlisle on a visit, pop into the cathedral, worth a look around. I know exactly what cathedrals are like. We've been from Durham myself. Stunning places to visit. Absolutely amazing. I do love an antique shop. It's good to see this one doing really well. Got some cracking antiques in there. Tremendous little place this is. Hop along and visit it outside the cathedral. You've got a nice little quaint vinyl cafe here, selling LP records just outside of the cathedral. We've also got Carlisle Courts shopping centre, indoor shopping centre. Let's see what shops are open still in here. Straight away, 2 closed down. The Vault, I'm not sure if that's open. Them 2 look as if they've closed down. But Jobson's Jewellers is still open. And the Shabby, it's not too shabby in the Shabby. You can get a nice Madry. Carlisle's Courts indoor shopping centre. It's the smallest one I've ever seen. What a small shopping centre that is. And over the road we've got the Wilco's and TK Maxx up a height. Wow, that is a stunning building. Hopefully somebody's bought that to do it up. We have a lane here. It's a long lane. A very long lane. There's even a bar down here. Let's take a look down this long lane. Down here in Carlisle is a beautiful castle to come and visit as well. We're just opposite the castle. Another shop bites the dust. You can go and pay £11 for an adult to go and visit the castle and have a tour around. Built about 1092. It's a very, 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 very old castle. But yeah, the castle was built near the ruins of Hadrian's Wall. Got a bit of artwork going on here as well. I think Banksy's been down here. Down here on the west walls. Absolutely amazing. So there's plenty of places you can come and visit in Carlisle. There's lots of shops though, you know, have bit the dust, have closed down. Lots of places up for let. But there's also some thriving businesses. And as Macam Cabby said, it could be on the up. So is it closing down or is it bouncing back? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. So yeah, I am hoping it's bouncing back. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Take care, God bless, may God go with you. Thanks for watching it, much appreciated. And we'll see you next time on Mads Out and About. So yeah. There's lots of pubs open in Carlisle, but unfortunately, the Crown is not one. And I'm pretty sure it's not the first one, and it won't be the last. Hopefully, it will be the last.